Valley Club, it is official. The Shadow King trials are coming next week. You already knew that Annihilators and Illuminati would be required for the higher levels of these trials. In this video, we have trade restrictions for the rest of the trials, every single node. We also have my picks for the best tunes to build right now to prep and the rest of the details surrounding this event. And if you're ready for all of that and more, then Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having an excellent day. Shadow King is coming next week. And in this video, we're going to help you get prepared for the Shadow King trials so that you can get the highest level unlock that your account can get. But before we get to all that, my recommendations for the best teams, the characters to upgrade. If you haven't done so already, I want to remind you guys, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos every single week. We got guides like this, we got news videos, question answer videos, everything to help you get better in Marvel Strike Force. But let's move forward to the advanced copy of the blog post detailing the Shadow King trials. They are going to begin on November 22nd, 1 p.m. Pacific. So that is next week, Friday. And of course, this is a legendary Astral Controller, and he's going to be great for Battle World and great for Alliance War if you have the Awakened abilities for this character and the rest of the Astral team. And like the Old Man Logan trials, Shadow King's trials will feature these upgrade tokens. These are kind of designed so that when these events return, you can't cumulatively get charged for these characters. You actually have to rank up to get a certain score for these trials to get the character to that certain star level. They're going to be featured in the trial milestones, so the milestones for the actual trials, and also the leaderboard. To get certain star levels 6 and 7 red star, you would need to perform pretty good on the leaderboard. We'll talk about what you would need for that in just a little bit. But as the run scores are going to be the same as the previous trials, the previous packs. Clear all the nodes to get the most points possible to your total run score. You have unlimited run score attempts, and your highest score is the one that's going to be recorded. You can cancel out and restart at any time with no penalty to your highest score. I do like that we could try these as many times as possible. And to get that Shadow King unlock, you would need to get these upgrade tokens that are going to be available in the milestones, and you'll need to attempt a run score at a minimum difficulty 8 for the 4-star upgrade token. So if you get to difficulty 8 and get these milestones, milestone 8 will get you that 4-star upgrade. If you get to milestone 11, you'll get a 5-star upgrade token. And if you want to get higher yellow stars for Shadow King, you need to place in the leaderboard. Top 5,000 will get that 6-star upgrade token for Shadow King. If you're outside that top 5,000, unfortunately, I have to settle for that 5 yellow star token. And if you want to get a 7 yellow star, only 500 players will get that 7-star Shadow King on this initial run. So this would be the one pushing for if you want that right away. You're really taking Battle World and potentially War very seriously. This may be the character that you want to push for. Now, Astral Force is what you're going to need to get that red stars for Shadow King. You're going to unlock Shadow King's red stars by collecting this stuff, and you can earn Astral Force by the Shadow King milestones, the leaderboards, and also upcoming activities in December. Let me know what you think these activities are going to be. Maybe some leaderboards, maybe some events, other milestones. Let me know your thoughts on this. And like a lot of these previous legendary events, there will be a leaderboard for the first run of the Shadow King trials. I don't think that leaderboard will be there for subsequent versions of the Shadow King trials, but if you want to get on that leaderboard, get some of these ranking rewards, 100,000 is what you need as far as your score to qualify. As far as the difficulties and packs, you could customize your runs by selecting the difficulty from 1 through 15, similar to the Old Man Logan trials and our previous legendary events. Higher run difficulties would narrow the character's traits that you could use, but they reward more points. You could get more points by activating paths which would bolster enemies and hinder your teams. Difficulty 5 and above will have the following traits requirements. Mission 2 will require the Illuminati. Mission 6 will require the Annihilators. And mission 10, you could choose between any combination of Illuminati and Annihilators for the mission 10 mode. Now, difficulties 11 and above will require the team at higher star levels. However, Captain Britain, no star levels required. So what they did say previously about Captain Britain is true. You don't need him, but it is recommended. Devs do recommend you bring him at the required star level of the other characters. The choice is yours though. So if you don't have Captain Britain unlocked, you can still try to beat these trials with the rest of the Illuminati. It's probably tuned towards Captain Britain though. So it's probably going to be very difficult if you don't have Captain Britain though. But Maybe with a bunch of attempts and good RNG, you can get through some of these higher nodes without Captain Britain. So difficulty 11 and 12, 5 stars is needed for your Illuminati and the Annihilators. And for difficulty 13, 14, and 15, 6 stars. So not a 7-star requirement for your Illuminati and Annihilators, which is great. Let's talk about these packs before we get into the actual requirement for node by node and some of my recommendations. Now, the word is that these packs are still subject to change. They may be adding more of these. They may be playing with these percentages, but we have Experimental Serum 1 and 2 and 3 so far. Experimental Serum 2 enemies will gain 20% max health. 3 will gain 30% max health. Forged in Fire, all Crucible abilities are active during this run. You're not entertained. All Arena abilities are active during this run. That'll help the Annihilators. Magneto was right. Mutant villain characters deal an extra 15% damage. Resistance is futile. When a tech villain character spawns, enemy characters lose 5% resistance. Dark Cosmic Rays, at the start of their turn, Cosmic villain characters gain 5% speed bar for every positive status they have. Devour, bio villain characters heal for 10% of their max health when they defeat an enemy. I like that one. Villainous Momentum, when a character defeats a hero character or a player character, they gain 50% speed bar. Ooh, that is a strong one. And stronger together, global hero characters gain 5% damage for each Avenger or Wakandan or Inhuman allies. So these are the packs as they stand right now. Like I said, these may change before they actually go into the game. Maybe just the percentages or maybe some totally different packs. Now, the red stars for Shadow King will be available for free with the Astral Force if you get enough of that stuff during the event. However, if you can't get that stuff, it does say red star promotions for Shadow King will arrive soon in the Elite store, which means, yeah, dark promotions for Shadow King. Keep an eye out for your chance to crank up Shadow King's power by adding 7 red stars using dark promotion credits. I would save all of your dark promotion credits until these trials are done. Try to get as much for free with the Astral Force as you can, and then whatever left over, then get it with the red stars if you can. Yeah, so don't purchase it once it goes in the store while the trials are still active. And now it's time for the main event of this video, the requirements for each node and my recommendations. So obviously difficulty 1, no restrictions there, and all of the mission 1s, regardless of the difficulty, no restrictions. So this is where you can get all your characters cooldowns set up for these next nodes. Now, restrictions for Illuminati does start on mission 5. And then if we scroll down to mission 11, that's where the 5-star will be required. And mission 13, 14, 15 is when a 6-star will be required to enter for the Illuminati. And there are 6 Illuminati characters. If you do have Captain Britain, it's going to be more effective than Iron Man. However, if you don't have Captain Britain, Iron Man is the character that you're going to want to bring into that section. Of course, 5 yellow stars is required for missions 11, 12, and then 6 yellow stars is required for 13, 14, and 15 from these Illuminati. All right, in mission 3, difficulty 3 and 4 have the requirements of villain. It moves on to global villains in difficulty 5 and higher for mission 3, and difficulty 2 and higher for mission 7. And take a look at the global villains that you have to choose from. A lot of great options here. You have Apocalypse, you have all 3 members of the Cabal, you have all 5 members of Orcus, you have some of the Undying members here in Zombie Juggernaut, Zombie Iron Man, and Zombie Scarlet Witch. You have some of the members of the Night Stalkers and Agatha Harkness. You got Dr. Doom, Ares, you got Morgan Le Fay. A lot of great options here. I think this will be a pretty easy section in my opinion based on the characters we have, unless they tune it, knowing that we have all these great characters and have a bunch of enemies that counter all these characters. Hopefully it is not tuned too difficult because we got a lot of great options for global villains. And the big restrictions for mission 4 and mission 8 are brawlers that are non-mythic. And as far as the mythic brawlers, there are 2 of them, Ultimus and Super Skrull. The rest of them don't have that mythic tag, so they are available. Now, Endgame Thanos is a great character, but since he's required on the Annihilator missions, mission 6 and mission 10, you may not want to use him here unless you're trying to get his health back or cooldowns reset because you screwed him in a previous node. Blade is a great character. Lady Deathstrike is a great character. Moon Knight is a great character, all useful in the raids. Same thing with Nightcrawler, Spider-Man Pop. Guardian is also useful in the raids. So a lot of great characters that have use, but no real synergized teams here. Val, like I said, is great. Namor also is a brawler that is non-mythic, so you could use him on the global villain section and the brawler section as well. Deathpool, Deadpool all have use on that Mercs for Money team. However, you may not want to use them on this node. You may want to use them on future nodes as well. Vulture, Black Cat, all really good characters. So I think it's going to be based on who you have leveled up and the enemies that we're actually facing on these nodes. We'll see these enemies before these trials begin to get some actual recommendations. Missions 5 and 9 will feature the requirements of mercenaries or undying characters. And if we look at these teams, the undying team is a war team. The Mercs for Money, which is the best version of the Mercs, is also a war team. As of right now, there's no packs that give war bonuses as well. So this may be a struggling nodes for you. Nodes mission 5 and mission 9, especially if they have a lot of Gore the God Butcher, which is a hard counter for Old Man Logan, and a counter for a lot of these undying characters as well. Fully expect this to be very challenging, especially with none of the war bonuses in there. But the undying team is a great team to build just for war. The Mercs for Money, they're a great team. They're a great team in war. They're a great team in Cosmic Crucible for countering a lot of these Annihilator teams. So say go ahead and build these guys because you're probably going to need them anyway, especially if you're serious about war. One other character that I would add to the Mercs for Money and the Undying is Taskmaster. There is a day 2 in Battle World that requires a Old Man Logan as Spec Ops. And if you're trying to beat the Merc section without Old Man Logan, Taskmaster is probably the better the solution if you don't have Old Man Logan. So you may want to build up Taskmaster, maybe for Battle World, not for the Shadow King trials. But if you're struggling with these Shadow King trials, Taskmaster is an option for you. Mission 6 requires the Annihilators. Mission 10, you could use the Illuminati or the Annihilators. And if we're looking at the requirements for the Annihilators, mission 12, 13, just like the requirements for the Illuminati, you would need them at 5 stars. And if you want to do mission 13, 14, and 15, 6 stars is required to enter those missions. And as far as the Annihilators, they are going to give you value in multiple game modes. Endgame Thanos, Gladiator, and Gore, very valuable in Arena right now. So if you haven't built them up, build them up right now. Ultimates and Silver Surfer are kind of optional for outside of these Shadow King trials. But Ultimate's great character, plug and play character for War, Cosmic Crucible. Silver Surfer, I don't know if you really need him for Cosmic Crucible and War, but I would still build them for these Shadow King trials, depending on where you are trying to rank. If you're going for the top 500, for that 7-star, you probably need them maxed out, all these characters maxed out. If you're going for that top 5,000, we will see. We'll see what these scores are. So you may want to hold off if you're going for that top 5,000. If you're just going for that 5-star unlock for Shadow King, no need to worry because those are just in those milestones. And as long as you hit that milestone total, you should get that 5-star unlock for Shadow King. And of course, everything that I said in this video is subject to change because everything that was revealed in this blog post is also subject to change, especially those packs. Hopefully you got some value from this video, help you prepare for the Shadow King trials right now. Let me know if you're going to build any characters right now or wait for those Shadow King trials to go live. Hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, leave it a like. It is free for you, tremendously helps out the ValleyFlyin channel. And if you want to see how to win in Arena right now, no matter where you are in the game, if you're a new player, mid-game player, end game, we got the solution for all the Arena teams. So check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Good luck with these Shadow King trials. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.